this particular year, in 2013, 100 years, we wanted to have a special comment on the lockout of 1913, which is the most significant in terms of social history, founding event of our state. It represents the greatest confrontation of an ideological kind as to the very right to belong to a trade union. And I think in that sense we have been extraordinarily lucky that the Transport Museum have been able to provide us with the tram out there, which is not there just as a kind of a gesture, but as those of you who go on it and come off it will see that Dublin people, workers and their families, working and locked out, that they sat in that tram. But at any event, I have so this afternoon had the opportunity of meeting so many people that I have recall in so many different circumstances.
They're performing here, but during the sound check this morning, they heard the Coronas rehearsing and they ran over. And where are the Coronas performing tonight? With Justin Timberlake in the Phoenix Park.
Mark my words, you'll know it's me. And if you don't act now, you'll have yourself to blame from all that lies beside.
Taking harsh blows, but we stick to our cause. 'Cause enough is enough.
Takes more than guns to kill a man, said Joe, and I ain't dead.
It's probably the most important event in the history of the trade union movement in Ireland, but it's also maybe one of the 3 or 4 great founding moments in Irish history of all time. It was an extraordinary act of courage and sacrifice, and really all trade union rights are fundamentally based on their courage, because the union was brought to a very low point, but it wasn't beaten, and the bigger battle was won. The right to organise, the right to be in an organised trade union, the right to have a collective advancement of your issues. This is something that's a universal right. And I think that young people, and particularly in young workers, they need that sense for themselves. They need it for where they're working, but they also need it for a perspective on the world. And when they are vindicating their rights and working together collectively, they know that nothing is inevitable and that they can transform their world, and they're doing something that is a universal aspiration. And I so wish them well with it.
Died, said he. I never died, said he.
Now the Labour candidate, a former Minister of State, is a man called Michael D. Intelligent and bright, charismatic, erudite, and a poet of high degree. There's no substitute for class, so everybody raise a glass to Uachtaráin and Michael D.
It is a great privilege as President of Ireland to welcome all of you who've done so much, continue to do so much, for justice in the workplace, the right of workers and the right of human labour, not only in Ireland but all over the world. I can't tell you how welcome you are. Continue to enjoy this afternoon. Gurmaha.